Good evening everyone, I'm Eddie Bozio. Thanks for joining us this evening for a discussion with Lenny Henry about his diversity roadmap. This event is brought to you by the TV Collective and Ravensbourne. Some of you may know that Lenny Henry made an absolute game-changing speech at BAFTA recently about the lack of black and Asian people in broadcast media, and he showcased his proposal for change. We know he has the ear of the Culture Minister Ed Vaizey, and tonight's an opportunity to hear more about that proposal and to feed your thoughts back. Before Lenny goes to the DCMS in the summer, welcome Lenny.
Thank you very much, it's nice to be here. By the way, I just want to say it's not just me, I'm part of a group of people who've been thinking about this for a long time. And I know that there are lots of groups all over the country having the same thoughts. So basically it's a group of people who are all thinking, how can we make change happen, and what can we do to help? And I think the more we start to think like that in terms of clustering and networking and grouping, we will see change.
Well, what's the kind of change you're looking to see? What would success look like for you? Success
would mean black and Asian artists not leaving the country in droves because there's nothing for them to do here. Success for me would be for broadcasters to walk through into any main current affairs newsroom and see some people of colour behind the scenes as well as on the mic. Success for me would be to go to a meeting in a mainstream television broadcaster and see people that look like me behind the desk making decisions about what kind of programmes get made and why. Why should this programme be funded? We are 14.5% or so of the country, and we are not holding a mirror up to society in the way this industry is run. And particularly in London, 40% of the population in London is BAME, and that is not reflected in the workforce in our industry.
Now, let's take you back to the first speech you made on this topic, back in 2008.
Yes.
And you said you were looking for change then. You said you want this speech to be a catalyst. You don't want to feel that coming to this speech is just an opportunity to tick another box. Do you think there's been box ticking since then?
I think that it's a terrible, terrible shame that we haven't moved further down the road than where we are. I mean, if you think of all of those people from before who worked so hard to try and get the diversity issue in everybody's minds, in everybody's newspapers, it's such a terrible shame that all of those efforts have fallen by the wayside. And you've got to wonder, what's it going to take for these doors to open? What's interesting now is I feel that having spoken to people like Ed Vaizey and the Director General of the BBC and Peter Fincham at ITV, having spoken to these people, I get the sense that the door is opening. And there's a lot of people standing on the edge who want to jump in. And I'm saying, and a group of us are saying, the water's warm, just jump in. Just jump, stop waiting for somebody else to jump. It's like we're all like this. Everybody's like this going, well, you go first. And things are happening, but it's real slow.
Okay, let's look at the speech that you gave, the barnstorming speech I referred to earlier this year.